I'm Nate Kristen. I'm the author of Treasure Hunter Adventures for the Savage Worlds role-playing game. If you're like me, then you've been doing a fair amount of online gaming over the past year or so. And if you're like me, you probably prefer in-person gaming to the online version. I've played around with some different virtual tabletops, but today I'd like to talk about using Google as a VTT. It's something that I think requires less front-loading than other VTTs, and it's something that you could use in a pinch. Let's say once we're back to gaming in person and the weather's bad and people can't make it. This could be a relatively quick fix. I'm in my Google Drive right now, and you'll see that I've already created a folder for this session. I recommend one folder per session because that just, or per campaign, because that just helps keep everything organized. I'm going to open that, and you'll see I've already taken the liberty of uploading a few items. There's a letter that pulls the heroes into this adventure. There's a map of the empty quarter in Arabia, the Rub al-Khali, Saudi Arabia. And there's a picture of Lawrence of Arabia himself, because the adventure is going to reference these things. These are things with which the heroes would be familiar before the session starts. I also have here, then, a Google drawing. I'm going to open that. This is what I'll be using as my battle map. And I'll click on that. This is where the adventure will be taking place. So I created a Google drawing and then uploaded a map that I already had drawn, and that was on my hard drive. But if we're going to use this for a VTT, we need some tokens. And so I'm going to pull in some more images here. I click on Insert, Image. Normally I'm uploading from the computer, but I did a little bit of this in advance, so I'm going to go to Drive. Click on My Drive. Sorry, I'm going to click on Shared with Me. Oof. And I've uploaded a folder here called Headshots. I have images for the different heroes in the campaign, and I've cropped them so that they can be used as markers for our virtual tabletop here. I'm going to pull in a few of those at a time. You'll see that they're pretty big, and so one by one I'm going to shrink them down. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to click on that map in the background and then go to Order. That's a right click and then Order. Oh, it is in the back right now. It can be a little troublesome sometimes if the map covers up a character marker, but that's not a problem here. And then I take each of these larger images and shrink it down so that it can be used to represent a character. I'm going to need to pull in just a few more. This is perhaps the most tedious part. But once they're in, things will go smoothly. Oh, sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. And then again from Drive. Normally, if I were running this, I wouldn't have my own picture up here. Oh, there's the one we want. These are our 5 iconic heroes. And once they're shrunken down to size, we can place them where we want them on the battle map. In this case, the heroes are exploring an oasis in the middle of the Rub al-Khali when they run into some mercenaries. The idea is that it's a small body of water in the middle of what is otherwise desert. And so the heroes are concealing themselves at the moment. We have a couple of mercenaries on the map here. But I can right-click and go to Copy to add more mercenaries wherever I want them. Let's put in one more. So the mercenaries have been following the heroes, maybe monitoring their communications, and they're coming in looking to cause some trouble. Once they're in, then, you can use whatever text or voice system you're using to talk to your players. And then the tabletop is here. As it's set up right now, I, as the GM, am controlling the tabletop, so players can't be moving around their figures. I could always go to my sharing settings and change that if I wanted to. But this then creates the VTT for the players. You can narrate everything, use your online dice roller, and play through it. Another nice feature is that when the time comes, you can add images to reveal information as the heroes discover it. For example, I go to Insert, Image. I have another one in my drive. In this case, at the Oasis, the heroes find a cave containing some more information. And I can place that in right where I want it to be. Now notice I just covered up a character. That's not great. I'm going to size it here so that it kind of fits with the map. That can be a little bit tricky. But because we just covered up Lynn, I'm going to right-click on my image and go to Order and Send Backward. Now the images are in the order in which they were uploaded. And so sometimes it is just faster to say Send to Back. Notice now it's hidden behind the original battle map. But if I click on that, go to Order and Send it back, then we have revealed the location that the heroes discovered, and it blends very fairly seamlessly with the existing map. So, it is definitely not as pretty as some of the VTTs, but it is effective. It's relatively quick. It doesn't require all of the front loading, and it can be a good way, like I said, to pull in players online due to weather, due to other problems, when you just don't want to put in all the work and time that a VTT might require. Thank you.